Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. Hey. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the Deliberate Millionaire Stream. I am Rosemary Noni Knight. I am the Prosperity Minister and a business coach for ambitious spiritual people determined to thrive, prosper, make at least six figures whilst living in their purpose. Ooh, let's put on Insta. How are you doing? Today we're looking at dreams delayed but not denied. One of the most common statements I hear from people when I'm having conversations with them, usually when we're doing our discovery sessions or whatever, is this sense that they're not where they want to be in life. This feeling that they had thought that they were one of the unique ones who would definitely be thriving and prospering and creating generational wealth and changing the world and everything. And here they are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and they're not at all where they thought they would be. And there's a deep sense of disappointment, this deep sense that success always feels far away from them, no matter how hard they try. And now, let's be clear here. These are people who actually, if you look at their life, to most people, they are doing well. To most people, they have accomplished a lot. But then there's the hidden internal feeling of knowing that you are not actually on your purpose path. You are not actually doing the things that you really did sign up to do. You're doing what life kind of threw at you to do for sure. But for you, so yes, you may look successful to what the world to the world, but to you, you don't feel anywhere near where you thought you would be. And for some, you know what? It's actually your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and you're not financially as well where you thought you would be. So yes, you have some money, of course you do. You know, you're paying your bills, you're a responsible adult, but there's just disappointment where you thought by now you would be in a completely different place, and yet you're not there, and it feels horrible. And the problem with this is, of course, as you keep harboring this feeling, there is this your doubts, your self-doubt starts to grow and grow and grow. This also is one of the big reasons why you get stuck as well, because then your self-identity is changing based on, we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's sing our affirmation for this week, which is I am already loved. I relax because I'm already loved. And you really need to take this on board if you are one of those people who has felt like your dreams are being delayed. I am here to tell you that you are not being denied, okay? You are not being denied unless you deny yourself. So don't, okay? Let's sing the affirmation. I am already loved. I relax because I'm already loved. I am already loved. I relax because I'm already loved. And again, I am already loved. I relax because I'm already loved. I am already loved. I relax because I'm already loved. I am free to be me. I am free to be me. I am free to be me. I relax because I'm already loved. I am free to be me. I am free to be me. I am free to be me. I relax because I'm already loved. I relax because I'm already loved. I relax because I'm already loved. Woo! Relax, 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 relax. Why? As I was saying, yes, I want you to relax. One, because I want you to really change that self identity. Because this is the thing, when you're in your teens, you're just coming into adult life, you have an identity of success. You have an identity of somebody who is definitely going to take over the world. And yes, when you're in your teens, early 20s, you don't really have anything to back any of that up, truth be told. You have lots of bravado and lots of, oh, yes, I'm going to change the world. But then life happens. The problem with life happening is that when things don't quite go your way, it's like sometimes I see my teenage daughters, and when things don't quite go their way, there's a part of my heart really hurts for them because I recognize that I cannot protect them from everything and that sometimes things are not going to go according to plan. And in fact, part of what they need to learn is an ability to come back, come back and come back and come back without losing. What was it? Is it Winston Churchill or somebody? The ability to keep taking hits and keep coming back without losing enthusiasm. Some kind of quote, something along those lines. And they need to learn that. Thankfully, they have us, my husband and I. We will back them up. Whatever happens out there in the physical reality, they know that you can come home, and we will be on their side. Not everybody has that. Now, one of the things that happens as you get into 30s, 40s, whatever, and life is happening and things don't quite go according to plan, you stop seeing it as just temporary setbacks on the way to your ultimate success. You start seeing it as a permanent roadblock, which then starts eating at your confidence. You stop seeing yourself as winner and you start seeing yourself as somebody who seems to just make lots of mistakes and fail. Again, you might still be somebody as the other people are looking at and wondering, what the hell are you talking about? Your life, you've accomplished so much, blah, 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 blah. But to you, it doesn't even matter what anybody else thinks. It only matters what you think about yourself. And if you are, because I remember somebody particularly saying, you know what, I've just been lying in bed for the last God knows how long. Now, hardly any of us in this community do that, but occasionally it can get quite bad where you're taking hit after hit after hit after hit, and it gets really hard to pick yourself up. And you begin to think that this is where I'm stuck. This is where I'm going to remain forever. But it's not true. Your dreams may be delayed, but they are not denied. Okay? They are not denied. You must really own this. And the thing we must learn in the middle of all of this is this ability to keep showing up without losing enthusiasm. You know what? As I was growing this business, it took a heck of a lot longer than I thought it was going to. And it's still, I'm still not at reach. I've still not reached 334,000 people. There's not 334,000 people in my gathering. In fact, I'm far from it. And there was a time, there was as I was kind of putting the pieces together and trying to get to the way I wanted it to be and blah, 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 and all of that. There was times when it just felt like I was taking hit after hit after hit after hit. And somehow I kept coming back. And even in my own head, I kept thinking, what kind of stupid person just keeps coming back? Because you even start telling yourself that you're kind of stupid. But I had to learn to stop talking to myself like that. I had to learn that, yes, this is what it takes to build a big vision, to break free from what the generations before you, the moment where what I'm living is the pinnacle of what generations before me lived. And now I'm trying to go to a whole different level. Guess what? I'm going to be breaking through a lot of things. I think it was Joyce Meyer that said, everybody wants to break through, but nobody wants anything to break through, basically. But in order to get to that next level, there's a lot of breaking through that needs to happen. So yes, you might get to the point sometimes where you just want to lie down and die. And you know what? I cannot tell you the number of times I'd be in the shower, I'd be in my car, I'd be just crying. But I could not allow that stuff to completely knock me out. I had to, and this is why we do the Deliberate Millionaire Daily Ritual, which is what I've taught all my clients. And listen, honey, you need something like that. You need to come into the gathering, okay? You need to come into the gathering. If you resonate with the work that I do, come into the gathering. The only way that you'll find out about it is to get the book, the Remove the Blocks book right now. The link is around this video, audio, whatever, wherever you're listening to it, or it's in my bio. Get it. Come into the community. And when I invite you into the gathering via one of my various memberships, take advantage of it and come in, because you learn the daily ritual. I learned this. I've been doing it over time, and then I pieced it together as the divine was showing me exactly what to put in this ritual. It was with the Regain Unshakable Self-Confidence. That's the first evolution of the ritual that was in there. And I just knew that if people would only do this ritual, it would change everything from them. If they would do it consistently, after you've learned how to do the ritual consistently, then you can change things to suit yourself or whatever. But to begin with, you just need a ritual that you get stuck into, that you get used to doing. So you get into the habit of reprogramming yourself every freaking morning, okay? So that you do not get taken down by the hits that are definitely coming to you in life, okay? Let's just be very clean and plain about it. You will take some hits. And some days it will feel like the hits are coming and coming and coming. It actually reminds me of the first time I was in labor, when it was coming towards the end. I was induced. It was horrible. I didn't allow that for the second and third pregnancy at all. But it was horrible because you have contractions, but they're supposed to relieve you for a bit and then contract and then relieve. But towards the end, it was like contraction. And just when you think it's relieving, contraction. Just when you think it's going to contraction, just when you think it's contraction, it was just like, oh my God, I'm going to die here. Basically, I did not die. I have a lovely daughter to test as a testament to the fact that I did not die there, and neither did she. But at that point, it felt like hell. And that was just, over a shortish period of time when I think about it in terms of when I was growing business and the hits you can sometimes take when you're trying to live in your purpose. It can feel like they just keep coming. They just keep coming. They just keep coming. And this is what separates the women from the girls, the men from the boys. Is who keeps stepping up, showing up, or who allows those hits to change who they see themselves as. Do you start seeing yourself as somebody who is not capable of winning? So you started in your teens and your 20s as somebody who knew that you were going to take over the world, you're going to change things, you're going to change lives, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. And now, because you've taken a few too many hits, how do you identify? Are you identifying as a winner still? Or are you now identifying as somebody who seems to just make lots of mistakes and you're never going to get anywhere? Those voices from your distant past, those ones that might have said you're never going to amount to much, or those ones that said you are going to be able to do anything, which ones do you identify with? For real. Because you need to develop emotional resilience. That's why I say, you need to come and use the ritual, because it will support you in daily taking charge of your day, taking charge of your mind, taking charge of your heart. Because if you don't, the world, the physical reality will give you a new identity that you'll take on board. And that will, as in an identity of, I'm not good enough to win. But you are free to be you. You are already loved. You can relax if you will do the internal work of making sure you are not buying into nonsense of not where I thought I would be. You don't actually really know where you are, because the journey to success, it isn't, woo, there we go. We know this, right? You've heard this before, surely. It's more like, and it's going here, there, and everywhere, and up and down, and all around, and sometimes backwards, sometimes forward, and then you get somewhere. But you don't know where you are in the journey, because it sometimes looks so crazy. We heard the saying, it's always darkest before the breakthrough or whatever. But when it's happening to you, it just feels like dark. It just feels dark. And so then you can start identifying as somebody who just lives in the dark and is never going to get anywhere. And oh my goodness, nonsense. Your dream may be delayed, but according to who anyway? But it's not denied, okay? It is not denied. It is not denied. You are going to get where you're going if you do not freaking quit. So yes, I understand that you're not where you thought you would be by now. But that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean that you're not going to get where you're going. The only thing that would stop you from getting where you're going is if you freaking quit. So don't quit. Don't stop. Don't lie there. Okay, feel what you need to feel for a bit. I give you permission. Go feel what you need to feel for a bit, but do not stop there. Another reason why you may be in this place of not where you thought you'd be by now is because you got too involved in everybody else's drama. Let's just be honest. You're overgiver, too involved in other people's drama. If you're in business, you're probably undercharging because you're so involved in everybody else's story about why they cannot pay you what you think they should be paid. And really, actually, your pricing, if pricing is one of the things that is causing you to under-earn, you need to look at your again, how you're identifying. So you might think that it's because you're trying to be nice to everybody, but is it also because you think nobody will pay you what you actually want to be paid? You need to think about these things, because that could also be the thing that is keeping you from being where you want to be, okay? If you're over-identifying with other people's drama, noise, nonsense, the external reality, craziness, enough. If you are dictating or you are interpreting your life based on what is happening in the physical reality, again, why do you do this? This is a faith walk. As I said, you do not know where you are on your journey to success, because the journey to success is never linear. It's here, there, everywhere. It sometimes looks as if you're backwards, but actually you're on the edge, on the verge of breaking through, and you don't even know it. And this is where people pull back. This is where people pull back. This is why you cannot afford ever to pull back, because you don't know where you are. And by pulling back, you could add another, oh, God knows how long, to your journey to success. So don't freaking do it. I understand that it can be disappointing. But the reason why it's disappointing, the reason why your heart starts to feel really sick and you're wondering, your heart feels really broken, it's because of the stories you are buying into. And if you start acting on those sad stories, you are just delaying the journey even more. Even more. Don't do this. Don't get so involved in other people's stories and drama and nonsense that you are this overgiver, that your energy is so unfocused that, yeah, of course, you're not anywhere where you thought you were going to be by now, because you haven't focused your attention on getting where you want to go. For some of y'all, the reason why you're not where you want to go is, again, because you're super spiritual and you thought that just because you are, that was some kind of magic bullet for you that didn't involve, you didn't need to get a strategy of business growth if business is the thing that you're trying to grow. So you have no strategy. You're working your ass off, but you're not being strategic at all. It's time for you to get a strategy. Again, that's something I can definitely help you with. Get the book, come into my world. When I invite you to have a private session with me, let's sort out your strategy to move you forward. Okay? Okay? Or you can reach out to me for a private session and I'll tell you what that's about and send you to get your session or whatever. Message me about that. But this is it, guys. You need to really identify as one with the divine, as created in the image and likeness of the divine, as powerful, as limitless, as whatever its physical reality tries to throw at you, you recognize it is temporary. It is already passing through. That whatever you decree, whatever you have chosen, it must come to pass. So yes, I get it, that there are times when it feels so like, am I ever going to get there? Yes, the answer is always, yes, you are going to get there. You just don't know how long it's going to take. So you cannot afford to take a step back unless it's a very deliberate, I'm just taking a break for a moment here. But there, I'm doing my daily mass, I'm moving forward, I'm doing what I need to do. I know who I am. I am acting from this place of knowing that I am a powerful creator. You must come from this place. I don't care what happens. The things that I did in growing my business, the jobs I took to generate some money, to keep my adverts going. Honeys, I would never have imagined that I was going to have to do some of these things. But I was willing. Why? Because my vision is worth it. My vision is worth it. I'm so thankful that I never stopped. That I didn't give in to this feeling of, I thought I'd be further along by now. There were times when I did, feel that. I still remember one of my major birthdays, just lying on the ground, crying my eyes out, because I knew I had overgiven to everybody in my world. I had allowed other people's agenda for my life to delay my life. Some of y'all are still doing that right now. You're allowing other people's agenda for your life to delay your life. Surely you're fed up of doing that. Surely you're fed up of doing that. Yes, right now you may not be where you thought you would be, but the truth of the matter is that you don't know where you are. As long as you are moment by moment, continually doing your best to keep taking the next step forward towards the thing that you've created, or as the winner, you are breaking through. It may not look like it. It's like a seed in the ground. It literally has to die in order for the fruit to emerge. So that seed in the ground, you don't know what is happening. So it may feel like you're being pulled apart and you're dying, but actually it's exactly what is required to lead to ultimate growth. So stop losing trust in yourself. Stop losing trust in the divine. Keep your eyes on your vision and freaking move forward. You are meant for more. Everybody else can look at your life and think it's okay, but you know that you are meant for a heck of a lot more. You are way sure. You are a leader. You are a bringer of the new. So you cannot afford to give in to that whole thought of, I thought I'd be so much further along by now. I get it. I get it. I get it. Feel your feelings. Cry when you need to. I'm not telling you not to feel what you need to feel, but do not let it overtake you. Do not let it start to define you. Who you are is who you freaking are. One with the divine, powerful, limitless. When you decree something, it must come to pass. It must come to pass. It isn't an if. It must come to pass. It may look up and down and round and round and round, but you are on your way. Do not stop just as you're about to break through, for goodness sake. I know it's felt like the breakthrough is taking long in coming. I know that other people look at your life and think you're fine, and why are you even bothering? And even there's a part of you that starts to wonder, why am I even bothering? I'm fine. But you know that you're meant for more. You cannot stop until you reach the more. You can try for a bit, but you know you'll be dissatisfied exactly how you're feeling right now. Get on your purpose path and stay on it regardless of what comes at you. You are meant for more, and you are getting there. You are on your freaking way. Okay? You are on the way. You are on the way. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that for today, but this is it. When you think that thought, I'm not where I thought I would be by now, don't give in to it, my love. Don't give in to it. Feel what you need to feel. Then get your journal out, write out what you're creating, speak it, feel it, see yourself living it. Remember, you are the one that when you decree a thing, it must come to pass, because there is God power within you that creates. It creates. Trust yourself, trust the divine. Let's go. Okay? Do not buy into the noise, the nonsense, and the drama. Do not get dragged around by other people's agendas. Get your strategy together. Let's go. Come into the community, honey. Come into the Deliberately Millionaire gathering. Whether you come in evolution, come into evolution. Come on in. Change, do the daily ritual each day. Hear from the divine each day. Allow what you're hearing to change you, to not even change you. It's to strip off the layers that life has placed on you, because you've taken all those hits. Come into evolution and start to strip all that stuff away, so that you come back to who you are. Nothing in between you and the God power within you. You ready? Okay. You are already loved. Remember that. You are free to be you. Remember that. Until the next time, my loves, share this with somebody else. Get a copy of the book, the Remove the Blocks book. Learn how to clear things. Get clear on your purpose. Get a step-by-step strategy to make 6 figures whilst transforming other people's lives. Let's go. Until the next time, my loves, much amazing, amazing love. Bye.